Imagine, you are 20 feet up in a tree, in the middle of a dead silent forest. You think you are the only soul for miles. But then, you look down. There, in the pale morning light, stands a man. No hunting gear, no camouflage, just a filthy gray hoodie and a smile that does not reach his eyes. He does not say a word. He just waves. But the real terror did not start with the wave. It started when I realized he had already been inside my truck. He knew my name. He knew my address. And he had been watching me from the shadows for hours, taking an inventory of my life. They say the woods do not have eyes, but they have ears. In the winter of 2021, I was hunting in Wellsboro, Pennsylvania. 70 acres of thick, private woods. It is the kind of place where you expect to find peace, not a puzzle. It was 5:15 in the morning. The woods were dead quiet. But as the sun began to bleed over the horizon, I noticed a glitch in the landscape. A ladder stand was leaning against a tree, 60 yards away. It looked decades old, weathered and rusted, yet there were no tracks leading to it in the fresh snow, except one. A single line of footprints, coming from the deepest part of the thicket, stopping right at the base. Around 8 a.m., I saw movement. A figure appeared from behind a trunk. No camo, just that filthy gray hoodie. The man did not run. He did not hide. He stood there, perfectly still, and slowly raised his arm to wave. It was not a friendly hello. It was a wave that said, "I see you, and now you know it." By noon, the forest began to change. I found strips of orange cloth tied to branches at eye level. They formed a perfect circle around my position. And then I saw them. Dead squirrels, rabbits, and crows. They were not shot. They were hung by wire through their back legs, suspended like trophies in a twisted gallery. Then came the second encounter. The man was closer now, only 30 yards away. In his right hand, he held a yellow-handled screwdriver. He did not say a word. He just stood there, with that hollow, terrifying half-smile. When I finally climbed down to leave, I found my backpack. It was unzipped. My knife, my flashlight, and my extra arrows were all laid out in a perfect, neat, surgical line. Someone had climbed my stand while I was looking away. Someone had taken a physical inventory of my life. At the clearing, my truck door was wide open. Nothing was stolen, but my registration papers were sitting on the passenger seat. The man in the gray hoodie did not just know where I was anymore. He knew exactly where I lived. To this day, I wake up in a cold sweat. I wonder if he ever followed those papers back to my front door. I wonder if, right now, somewhere in those 70 acres, another backpack is being unzipped, and another inventory is being taken. Sleep well. And if you go into the woods this weekend, make sure you are the only one who knows your name.